Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial video on my YouTube channel. My name is Mr. Olo and this is Vic's Tutorials. So in today's tutorial video, I'll be teaching you a photo edit trick that you can do on CorelDRAW. And this is a trick that mostly guys who are photographers in the photo studios normally use Photoshop to implement, or they use some lighting effects to implement. But I'll be teaching you how you can do that in CorelDRAW. So briefly, what we are going to do in this particular tutorial video is to get a portrait image. So you can get a portrait image of your choice. It could be a lady, a man, or whatever you want to use. You can use it in this particular tutorial video, but make sure the background is out, for you to get that feel of the lighting effects that you want to implement. So now that you've gotten your portrait, the next thing you're going to do is we're going to make a duplicate. Now if you can see, the background is out. Okay, so we're going to make a duplicate just in case, for those of you who know me very well, I always make a duplicate of my resources or whatever I'm using, or my elements I'm using in an area of my design. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make another duplicate, because you're going to make use of two. Okay, so we can just bring the both of them here. Let's reduce them a little. So now we can zoom in. Now we have two photos. Now why we double this is because we are going to be using both photos to make sure we implement something really, really nice. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to our effects. Now we start applying our effects. So the first thing to do is we're going to go into our effects. Okay, then we go to adjust, then we go to desaturate. So you just desaturate it to make it a black and white thing. So you go over to this one also, you go over to effects, you go to adjust, and you desaturate. Now, having desaturated both of them, so you can pick the first one, which you're going to apply the blue effect. So we go over to effects, and we go to adjust, and we go to image adjustment lab. Now if you go over to image adjustment lab, you see that I've already done some sort of bluish adjustment in the colors, so it's just for me to implement it. So this screenshot for these the screenshots for these are going to be made available for you, so that you can know the codes I'm using, or you could just play around it by yourself. Okay, so now click on OK, then we go over to this second image, then we go over to effects, then we go to adjust, then we go to image adjustment lab. Then this time around you're working with red, so we take it over to the red side. Then we also adjust this. Maybe we make this let's say 80. Okay, sorry, minus 80. We make this minus 80. Oh, sorry. So we go over to effect, we go over to adjust, then we go over to image adjustment lab. So we make this minus 80. Then we also play with the saturation a bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Let's just leave it this way. So we click on OK, and there we have the red and the blue. So the next step for us to take now is to make, because what we are trying to do now is we're trying to make one side to be blue and one side to be red. So since we are making this part, since we are making just this part to be red, and we are making this part to be blue, to give us that perfect effect, we have to transparent. So we go over here, and we transparent a little. Okay, we just transparent it something like this. Okay, not too obvious, but something to blend. Okay, just something to blend. Then we do the same for this. Then we go back to this side and we blend it this way. So now that we've gotten this, all you need to do is select this and select the other one, which is the both of them. Then you press E to center align them together, to put them horizontally aligned. Then you press C to make them equal. So now you can see that we've gotten our double color effect. So the next thing to do is you can adjust from here. You can adjust it the other transparency as you want. Okay, you can adjust the other transparency to give it this sort of feel, to make the blue come out more. So you could just, let's say we take this to this side a bit, then we try to adjust this. Okay, we try to adjust this, and then we can just work with the transparency, make it more transparent so that the red doesn't dominate more. Just play around with it. Okay, that's just the main purpose. Play around with it, and there you have it. There you have your effects. There you have your effect, and you can use it for maybe your designs, or these are ways you can easily photo edit something on CorelDRAW. And you can still play around with the transparency. Okay, you can just play around with the transparency as you deem pleased. Okay, just give it some sort of, these are ways you can play around with the transparency to give it that natural feel. You don't want it to look too artificial, to give it like, okay, this is something that, to give it a natural feel. So this is how you can actually do it in CorelDRAW. So if you love this video a lot, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that more people can get to know about us and learn as you're learning. And please share this video with other creatives so that they can learn this simple trick that they can use on CorelDRAW. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you guys here till my next tutorial video. Stay safe and stay healthy. And if you want to improve your skills in graphic design, click on any of the videos showing on your screen. Namaste.